All right, taking a live look in Galveston now from our partners at Saltwater. Recon at the Strand expected to stay hot and dry throughout the long weekend. Joined now by meteorologist Pat Kavlin. Pat, you actually have your eye on a storm, but it's in the Pacific that's making its way towards Mexico.
Right, so this actually may be the first season in like 7 or 8 years where we actually don't get a named storm before the official beginning of hurricane season, which is on June 1st, so just about 4 days away. But we are going to be watching that system in the Eastern Pacific to see if it kind of drifts over in our direction. Right now, live look here from Missouri City. This is from the top of the transmitter tower, so about 2,000 feet up, and it's 81 degrees. Again, it feels like 85, so really sticky out there, and that humidity is going to keep building here as we go through the next few days. Mainly clear conditions, though. Big storms up in North Texas, even bigger ones, though, up in the Dakotas. That's where the severe threat's going to be here as we go through the next few days. High pressure's in charge, so that'll keep things really quiet here at home. So clear, but warm and muggy for the overnight as we get you into tomorrow. Not much to talk about, a lot of sunshine. It does start to turn breezy, though. That south wind really starts to usher in more humidity, keeps the heat in play as well, but heat and humidity won't yield us any rainfall. We're going to stay sunny and mainly dry here as we get into the start of the week, and not much changes as we go through the middle part of the week as well. So future track plays out like this. Sunday morning, again, a few clouds, a lot of sunshine then for the afternoon. Really nice forecast. We'll do it again for Memorial Day. Good news for any memorial services going on through the afternoon. No rain to worry about, no thunderstorms, just a lot of heat and humidity with temperatures, again, topping out in the lower 90s. All right, as Xavier mentioned, we are keeping our eye on that system in the Eastern Pacific. We got 4 days to go till the start of our hurricane season here in the Atlantic on June 1st, but we've already got the first named storm of the season in the Pacific. Now, the Eastern Pacific's hurricane season actually already began. They start May 15th. We start June 1st, so this is not out of the ordinary for them. Right now, current sustained winds at 60 miles per hour. The storm is kind of just drifting out here to the northwest around 3 miles per hour as of the very latest advisory at 10 o'clock. Hurricane warnings posted for the southwestern portions of Mexico. Tropical storm warnings there in the blue. Here's the track, the official track from the National Hurricane Center. Not much has changed. We're still expecting this to reach Category 2 status as we get into Monday morning. Makes landfall sometime Monday evening, and of course then starts to weaken. What we're concerned about, though, is the tail end of this track as we get into Tuesday morning here, and they've actually pulled it back a little bit, so it looks like the storm's going to move a touch slower. But depending on exactly where it goes, you know, whether it goes over the mountainous terrain here and just completely falls apart, or kind of threads the needle and makes it back into the Bay of Campeche, is going to be of interest to us because the National Hurricane Center has actually highlighted the Bay of Campeche for potential development as this system hops over Mexico and back into open water within the next 5 days. So next 48 hours we're fine, but it's the 5-day outlook that they're keeping an eye on this system. And here's the European computer model kind of in line with that thinking. Again, kind of takes it over Mexico, really falls apart, but you got to look at the wind streams here because the blob of green doesn't really tell you anything. But in the wind streamers, notice that circulation is still intact. It's not strong, but it's still there. And once it gets back over open waters, warmer waters, it could find enough energy to kind of redevelop. And as we look up into the upper levels of the atmosphere, that area of interest 5 days out doesn't have a ton of wind shear to work with. You know, we got more wind shear out towards the Caribbean, and that wind shear is what could help to kind of rip this thing apart. We don't see that immediately in the Bay of Campeche, but it could be an issue as it continues to drift to the east. Either way, not a huge issue for us, but we're going to keep watching it. Mid to upper 70s through the overnight, 80 in Galveston. Oh, warm and muggy down there. There's a 7-day forecast. We're talking about a really nice stretch of weather here. It is dry, and we're going to talk about that in the next half hour if we could really get any appreciable rain chances here because we got that big storm system last week.
Yeah.
We got some rain. We needed the rain, but it wasn't enough. Right. Now we're starting to settle back into a dry pattern again with temperatures staying above normal.